welcome to Obscure Depths MLB preview, the Milwaukee Brewers Brew Crew. The Brew Crew. I'm picking the Brewers to finish third in the NL Central, like they did last year. They were 4 games above 500. I really like that they're keeping this team together. They're not doing a whole lot. And I think they really have a chance to compete maybe next year. I see them maybe making the playoffs. But this year, I think they just need one more year to kind of find themselves together. But let's start. Let's go by going around the diamond here. Got Jonathan Lucroy, 320 batting average, limited time last year. Had a very nice year last year. Martin Maldonado also had a decent year. When your backup catcher hits 266 and 8 home runs, you really can't complain. So they got experience back there, and Lucroy's been there a few years now, so the staff is used to him and they know what to do. First base, Matt Gamble. Gamble's having a decent time last year until he got hurt. They probably also see Corey Hart first base, but he's also hurt right now too. Matt Gamble is actually out for the season. Sorry, but anyway, restoring. So probably Corey Hart. They also have Taylor Green, who might see a little time at first base. But you're probably going to see Corey Hart there a lot of the time, even though he's not going to be ready for spring training. Ricky Weeks. Ricky is really, really hot and not healthy, or really bad. And maybe this year's the year he puts it all together. He still had 21 home runs, 16 stolen bases, but that 230 batting average was not good, and he started the year just absolutely atrocious. So, we'll see. We'll see what Ricky can do. This guy's not getting any younger, so he's got that working against him, but you never know. I mean, when he's on, and when he's not, he's not. That's just the unfortunate thing for him. Jean Shigeru, I think is how you say this name, shortstop. They got in the Greinke deal from the Angels. This kid's got tons of speed, and he seems to have some pretty decent range at short. They also have Alex Gonzalez there if this kid needs to be sent down for some more seasoning. I like what the Figueroa brings to the table, though. I mean, that speed. If they can get 20, 30 stolen bases out of this guy, I think the Brewers are going to be very happy. Aramis Ramirez over at third. Aramis had another nice year last year. Hit right at 327 home runs, 100 runs driven in. This guy's getting older, but he's just a nice, steady player. And you really can't complain there, especially if you're the Brewers brass. Aoki probably in right with maybe a little bit of Corey Hart. Aoki stole 30 bases, really quietly stole 30 bases last year for this team. Hit 288, 10 home runs, 50 RBIs. Not bad for a first full year in the majors, huh? Carlos Gomez also flashed a little bit of power last year. Stole 37 bags, hit 19 home runs. Carlos Gomez, excuse me. I really like this kid. He seemed to have been somewhat of a head case, and he just needs to find the right situation. But I think the Brewers are going to be ready to let him fly this year, give him that job from day one, and they just really need to turn this kid loose, and I think they're going to be very happy with the result. Ryan Braun, obviously the man in left field. Another 30-30 season for this guy last year. 319, 41 home runs, 30 RBI, 30 stolen bases. Braun, even with all the PED controversy, just goes out and gets the job done. Doesn't seem to distract him. Think what you will about this guy, but until something is proven, he's going to be there and he's going to be doing this exact same thing. Let's move to the bullpen. John Axford, just one step up from Carlos Marmol. Axford, had his struggles. He is a pretty good strikeout per inning guy, but he just has some bad spells. So, you wonder if he can hold this job down all season. You're just not sure. Jim Henderson came in, got a few saves last year. He's a decent arm. Still growing, but also got Mike Gonzalez, this guy who's been around the block. Nice to have a nice veteran arm there. Braden Hopp is there as well. Tom Grizzolani. So they have some veteran arms in the bullpen. Still not a very nice looking bullpen, but at least they're got some experience there. The rotation is a decent rotation. You know, Gallardo at the top. He's a great strikeout praying guy. Won 16 games last year. Not bad considering this team was right around 500. Marco Estrada certainly had his struggles last year and had some health issues, but you know, he's the guy that has been around the block and he knows how to pitch at this level. So I think, you know, if he's going to be fully healthy this year, I think he could have a decent year. Mike Fiers, this guy came up and had a really decent year for this team last year. Kind of faded towards the end, but I think that's gonna build his strength going forward, and he's gonna be a much better pitcher because of it. Chris Narveson didn't see a whole lot of time last year. Not quite sure what you're gonna get out of him there. Got Willie Peralta and Mark Rogers and Tyler Thornburg going to be competing for the 5th spot. These guys all have, you know, a little bit of experience. Peralta probably has the most experience, but you know, they definitely have some pitching depth there. So, like I said, I'm picking the Brewers to finish 3rd in the division. Maybe they add a bullpen arm in the offseason next year, or just another experienced starter in the rotation, and then they make the playoffs. But I think this is going to be another year where they probably do a little bit of the same what they did last year, but I'd like to see them improve on a lot of personal stats get improved, and this team is going to be a team to be reckoned with probably next year. This has been Obscure Depths Milwaukee Brewers Preview. Thank you, and have a good day.